wonderful sight to behold here today. Firstly, let's hear it again for the leader of Glasgow City Council, the woman who delivered equal pay justice to women across this city. We are gathered here today in our thousands in the beautiful civic square of Scotland's biggest city. And we are gathered here for one simple purpose. And that purpose is to demand the right to choose a better future for our country. We are gathered here to demand the right to choose an independent future for Scotland. My friends, make no mistake, the general election that we face now on December the 12th is the most important election for Scotland in our lifetimes. The future of our country is on the line. And there is no doubt whatsoever that Scotland stands at a crossroads moment. Down one path is a future that will be dictated to us by the likes of Boris Johnson. A future where tax cuts for the wealthiest take priority over our people and our public services. That is not the Scotland that we want. Down that road is a future where Scotland is ripped out of our European family of nations against our will. A future where the UK turns in on itself. A future of a hostile environment for migrants. That is not the Scotland that we want. There are people here today from every corner of our country, but I want you to give me a shout right now if you are a new Scot. If you come to this country from elsewhere in Europe or across the world, give me a shout. The message to you today is that you are welcome here. The Scotland we seek is open, welcoming, diverse and inclusive, and no Tory is ever going to be allowed to change that. And down that Boris Johnson path lies a future where Boris Johnson has his strings pulled by Donald Trump. Make no mistake, if we accept for our country that future, our National Health Service, workers' rights, environmental standards, all of that is on the line. That is not the Scotland that we want. There is, my friends, a much better alternative. And that alternative is not a UK Labour government that can't even make up its mind where it stands on the question of Brexit. The days when Scotland has to make do with a choice of the lesser of two evils, these days must come to an end. And if you permit me, given that I've been speaking about Boris Johnson and Jeremy Corbyn, to go off at a bit of a tangent, let me send a message to both of them. Why are you so scared to have real debates in this election? And my message and my challenge is this. I'll debate either of you. I will debate both of you anytime, any place. So stop running scared and come and justify why Scotland should not be independent. My friends, the better alternative the much better alternative for our country is to take our future into our hands and to become an independent country. A country that invests in our people, that invests in our public services, that invests in lifting children out of poverty, not in a hard Brexit, not in trident weapons of mass destruction on the River Clyde. An independent country that is open, that is welcoming, that is diverse, that can build a better future, not just for us here today and this generation of Scots, but a better future for all the generations who come after us. That, my friends, is the prize. And that prize is within our touching distance. But we must seize that prize. I said a moment ago that this general election is the most important in our lifetimes. And that is the case. We must come out in our numbers and vote in this election. Vote to escape the chaos and the misery and the division of Brexit, and vote to put Scotland's future into Scotland's hands. That's the message that must ring out across our country. So my ask of you, as I prepare to lead you to an independence referendum next year, my ask of you is this one. It is so wonderful to see all of you here today. This sight gladdens my heart. But over these next few weeks, I know the nights are drawing in. I know the weather is getting colder and wetter. I know minds are turning to the Christmas festivities. But all of us must make sure that over these next few weeks, we persuade everyone we know, our family, our friends, our neighbours, our workmates, to come out on December the 12th and send the biggest, loudest, most resounding message to Westminster. That it is time for Scotland to choose our own future. It is time for Scotland to be an independent country. An independent country that will be the best of friends and family with our friends and neighbours across the British Isles, across Europe and across the world. That, my friends, is the Scotland we seek. So let us go out there and grab it with both hands. Let us inspire people with the positive message of everything an independent Scotland can be, and everything the people of Scotland have it within themselves to achieve. You know, we're standing here in George Square, or Freedom Square as some have taken to calling it. This city that I am so proud to call my home. In 2014, this city voted yes. But next year, our challenge, our opportunity, is not just to make sure that this city votes yes in even bigger numbers. Our challenge and our opportunity is to make sure that every part of Scotland votes yes to independence. And when that happens, fueled by your energy and your passion, and let me just before I finish tell you that your energy and your passion fuels me every single day, and I am so grateful to each and every one of you for that. But when that happens, when our country, north, south, east, west, votes yes to independence, then together we can get on with the job that it is all about, of building that better, more prosperous, fairer, more equal, more outward looking, more open, more inclusive, more diverse Scotland that all of us believe in our hearts is possible. Let's win our independence. Let's win the Scotland we want to see. Thank you very much.